Hey everyone, welcome to On the Couch. I'm Christian,
And I'm Allie.
and this is our Christmas slash holiday slash whatever you want it to be episode. And joining us now are some really great guests from the RCA Heritage Program Museum, and that's in the Campbell Library. And you guys probably don't know about this. I don't want to assume you're stupid, but you probably don't, but it's really neat because RCA was a really big deal and continues to be a big deal to this day. So if you want to know about the history of technology and audio stuff, these are guys to talk to. So we have Jim and Joe. So welcome, guys. And we have Chris, too. He's an intern at the museum over in Campbell Library. So thank you all for being on the couch.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
The RCA Heritage Program was initiated in 2011 as an idea of trying to revive RCA name and legacy to South Jersey. That was the main mission. And when this started, I had given some books to the library, but the dean of the library gave my recommendations to the president, Dr. Hashman. And he invited me to lunch, and they accepted the idea of creating the RCA Heritage Program. So we are sponsored by the president in here. We've been doing rather well. And it's been 3 years now. Jim and I work 3 days a week between about 9:30 and 12 o'clock. But we invite people if they can make it. They cannot make it those days, we can accommodate them. And we have over 2,000 items in the museum. 2,000 individual RCA items, all collected. South Jersey, a few from other states, but the RCA family is just incredible. You know, and more we're getting more beautiful, more appreciative items that they come from people that we.
And we're told we may have the largest collection of RCA items that were done for the Department of Defense.
So what do these collections consist of?
Excuse me?
What do these collections consist of?
Well, the collection consists of 2,000 items. Roughly 1,500 items are records.
Okay.
78 RPM. These are the old, made from 1901 from the previous company, which is called the Victor Talking Machine. It was acquired by RCA in 1929. But we have easily 100 or 200 that they were made between 1908 and 1929 records there. The plastic ones we haven't even started cataloging there, even though we have several hundred.
Yeah,
But that's the best collection, probably South Jersey easily, because they have those at 78.
And the 78s are a time machine. They take you back over 100 years. We have Enrico Caruso singing. You can't hear that. We have Jascha Heifetz playing the violin. These are some of the greatest names that ever lived.
Yeah.
Duke Ellington from the 1940s.
The museum.
And they all recorded in Camden. They all came to record. Caruso would come from Italy, had a contract for 20 years with the Victor Talking Machine. They were a little church, what's 50th Street?
5th Street, yeah.
50th Street. That's where they do the recording. There's a small church that they bought, and they started to do that.
And it's like the little sound theater or sound,
But
sound studio.
The company was making millions, was selling all over the world.
Yeah, because they were the biggest.
They were bringing in new wood, and they were sending out the cabinets like the Vitrola and others that was like that. So very successful company, and RCA bought it and became the basis for the entertainment division of RCA, and still is today. It was sold in 1986. GE bought it, dismantled, sold every division, and the one of the television was sold to Thomson, a company in France, which so happens that Rowan got the use of the RCA logo. It used to be a lightning logo, and the nipper. Now we can use it on literature, brochures, and so on here, which is a good thing. That's it.
Chris, you catalog for the museum, right?
That's right. I write abstracts on all the manuscripts, and I keep track of the old RCA magazines that contain all kinds of crazy information about the organization of the company. It's actually quite neat.
Now, what about the 1,500 records? How do you go about storing the sounds digitally, or?
Well, we don't. Right now, we have the records and we have the Victrolas. We are in the process of cleaning the records. They get pretty dusty
Oh, yeah.
after 100
Oh, yeah.
years.
And they get damaged each time they get played too, right?
No,
Or
that's why we will not play these
you won't play them.
records.
Oh, okay.
We're going to put them in the
Yeah.
storage in
Oh.
an archive, yeah.
Huh.
Hopefully we're going to get
I'll
the
sneak
music.
one on
to-
every
You'll
once in a
you'll
while. I
see.
mean, it's incredible to
Yeah.
hear that from 100 years ago.
I don't know if
Oh yeah, you had to stop and see it. We play a record for you, which is
yeah.
Caruso.
How many phonographs do you have, or talking machines? Or?
We have 2 Victrolas.
Okay.
Okay, but we also have the 45 RPMs and things like that. But the Victrolas are the things that really fascinate me.
No, to get a good idea, it's only about 5 minutes from here. You
Yeah.
know, because, so.
But not to give you the impression that this is a record studio that we have over there.
Oh yeah.
No.
We have manuscripts that are one of a kind.
Mm.
We have some stuff that Harvard Business School would kill to get.
Really?
Yes, it was
Hey,
donated.
Rowan.
It was donated to us by an RCA person, 93 years old.
Mm.
We went up to Lancaster and interviewed him. He donated 5 boxes of these manuscripts from 30 Rockefeller Center. Incredible stuff.
He was in charge of creating the structure of the organization of RCA. How did it grow? How do we go internationally? How do we go divide Camden from 2 divisions to 5? And this man has handwritten notes how to start, and eventually, like Jim said, that the president announced that it was done.
So we have
So
the thought
that's-
process
Yeah.
of the serious leadership, the 30 Rockefeller Center. One thing that I learned was they established a policy up there that if you are going to put someone in a significant position, you will hire from within first, if you possibly can. And then you can go outside.
So it was like
It's a radical
Like,
business
yeah.
model.
like a communal thing. Well, it
Well,
worked for a
it-
long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
RCA had 60,000 people,
Mm.
and level of management never hired a president from outside, except the last time we hired
last-
one was from GE.
Okay.
And,
So how did
yeah.
that work? If things were donated to you from 30 Rockefeller Center,
No, these were donated
To the
to
RCA
us
Heritage
by
Program.
a man named John Maestrin, who retired from RCA.
okay.
And these were his documents with all of his handwritten notes and the memos that came back to him. So he had these things,
Mhm.
and he was thinking about donating them to Harvard until he heard about the RCA Heritage
Yeah, in fact,
Program.
he graduated from Harvard Business School.
Oh, wow.
I said, hey, John, why didn't you do that? I said, no, once
No.
I heard
We'll take 'em.
RCA name, and then he...
Yeah, I just didn't know if there was a connection because you said that RCA was eventually bought up by GE and
Correct.
and the
sold it.
Sold it.
Sold the divisions to a French company. Another part of Sony has another part of the entertainment thing like that. So there was no name, no RCA left.
yeah.
You know, nothing. Only NBC actually was a part of it.
So when I say
Which-
30 Rockefeller Center, I'm not just talking NBC. That was the RCA headquarters where General Sarnoff
Oh.
stayed.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it wasn't called the GE building then, or
No, that was the
No, I
RCA
just-
building. GE bought it, and
G-
they changed
oh,
it.
okay, they
and
changed the
changed
name.
the name,
Okay.
but that was
Yeah.
I was just
RCA.
wondering. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for being here, all 3 of you. It was just great, and everyone, you really need to go check out this museum, and we'll be right back with more on the couch.